Embarking on the journey of retirement is like stepping into a world of endless possibilities. It's the chapter where you can finally unwind, embrace your passions, and cherish those precious moments. But to truly savor the sweetness of these golden years, it is crucial to chart a course that ensures your financial security. Here to walk us through some of those key steps, Tom Jacobs from Jacobs Financial Services. Tom, thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
All right, so the time to start planning for retirement.
Yesterday.
Right well, yesterday. We can't go back in time. So let's start right this second.
Let's do it. Let's do it. And it's so important that people actually take the time to take stock. Here's where we are. Here's where we want to get to. And then let's put together a plan and make it happen.
Yeah, because there are so many moving parts. Talk to us about how you approach this with every client. Every client's different. They want different things. They have different things. How do you do this?
So all of our planning is exactly customized to what that client is looking for. And quite frankly, it's so vast what people are looking for in retirement. A lot of folks, Tom, we just want to be comfortable. We want to stay in West Michigan with our family and grandkids. Other folks, and I have 2 clients right now that are on worldwide cruises. I mean, they just want to travel. So whatever the plan looks like, whatever the goal looks like, would dictate how we're going to get there in the steps. But there's so many important things along the way. How do I claim my Social Security? Do I do it at 62? Do I wait till my full retirement age? Do I defer till 70? How do I take my pension? Do I take the lump sum, or do I take a payout, or do I take a payout that would continue to my wife if I go first? What do I do with the money I've been saving in my 401k? All of these things, it can become really an overwhelming, oh my gosh, what do I do? And I try and comfort folks, just letting them, look, we have done this thousands and thousands of times. It's not our first rodeo. Let us help you. I promise we can help you get through these things and make really brilliant, important decisions.
Yeah, because as you start talking about that, I start to stress out, because it's so easy for you to be like, yeah, I'm going to take care of this later. I'm going to take care of this later.
Right.
But waiting is going to hurt you in the end.
The longer you wait, we're building this gap. And the longer we wait, the bigger the gap gets, the harder it is to hit the goal. And another big thing is when I meet with spouses, 100% of the time, one of the two is what I would call the quarterback. And the quarterback knows where the dough is and why we put it there. And absolutely nothing wrong with that. But what if the quarterback's the first to go? We need to make sure that the surviving spouse knows what we're doing. And if we talk in English, if we make stuff simple, if we build out a plan that's navigable, it just gives you such peace of mind and allows you to enjoy a really great retirement.
Absolutely. And the other key is keeping your money safe, because we've worked so hard to build that nest egg.
That's right.
We want to hold on to that.
And the biggest challenge people have mentally, because their whole life it's about saving and accumulating and growth and rate of return. Well, at some point, that's not what's important. At some point, what's important is I've worked hard to create this. How do I keep it? And how do I use this money to create some income that I can spend and do it in a way that I will never, ever, never run out of money? That's what we do.
That's perfect. And you guys are also in the know. You guys have the insight, the intel, talking about taxes, things like that, things that we just don't understand, most of us, right?
Well, everybody's got a different level of understanding on money and how it works. And it doesn't matter if you're a PhD in economics or you don't know how to add 2 + 2. We can help you develop that plan and strategy to reduce your taxes, maximize your income, make sure we don't run out of money. Because as you know, as we get older, we need to take less risk. We got less time to recover. My clients aren't 20, they're not 30. Those folks got the time. But goodness, if you're approaching or you're already retired, we need to have a chat today.
Okay, so talk to us about what people need to get together, what they need to do to come see you to be prepared to make this conversation happen.
If you have a spouse, get your spouse.
Okay.
That's the most important thing. Most people have a pretty good idea just off the top of their head, where they have some money and what's cooking. If you have statements, we would love to review those statements. But the most important thing is bring your spouse and let's just have a conversation.
There you go. Get the planning going. All right,
Amen.
Tom, thank you so much for your time. We really, really appreciate it. You want to get a hold of Tom and his team, Jacobs Financial Services. They have several locations throughout West Michigan. Learn more, visit them online, jacobsfs.com, or pick up the phone, give them a call, 616-622-4654.